Pursuant to the open meeting laws, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such a recording or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and deemed acknowledged and permissible. We're at the Fall River Conservation meeting, Monday, July 8th, 2019, 5:30, first floor hearing room. First on the agenda is a notice of intent filed by SciTech on behalf of owner, applicant, contractors, Landing LLC regarding project located at Griffin Street, Evans Way, Ash Street, Assessors Map G-27-14 to construct a commercial building with associate parking, grading, and utilities. A portion of the work will fall within the 100-foot buffer zone to previously delineated bordering vegetated wetlands. The project also includes alteration of 700 square feet of BVW file number SE-24-727, table from June 17, 2019 meeting.
Good evening. For the record, my name is Dan Aguirre. I'm a senior project manager at SciTech Engineering. Here this evening on behalf of the applicant, as the chairman stated. After the last hearing, as you all may recall, we had a number of abutters that were here in the audience that had concerns, not necessarily conservation-related concerns, but concerns in general about the commercial development of the area. After the meeting, although, as I explained to you at that meeting, we feel that we have a project that's approvable, I did approach the developers and ask them to give some thought to modifying the application and revise it to some type of residential development, so that the single-family residential homeowners would be a little bit more comfortable with the development, that some type of development is going to happen. So we went over a few different ideas, and we came up with one that we think would be a winner for everyone involved, the board, ourselves, the neighbors, and even the developer. Problem being, and I kind of alluded to this in the last hearing, to go that route requires us to go back through the zoning board of appeals. And because the denial was within the last 2 years for the previous townhouse style development, we have to go back to the planning board first. So it's probably a 2 or 3 month process to see if we can get the required zoning relief to allow us to do what we want to do residentially. So we're appearing before the planning board the 16th, next week, and see if we can get their blessing. That's the first step. Then if we can get their blessing, we will immediately file an application with the zoning board of appeals and be heard in August. We've got tight deadlines to meet. So theoretically, we could be back to you in September with a revised application that would basically minimize the development by half overall footprint. Roof area would be less than half of what we have proposed now. There'd be no wetland alteration at all.
No what?
What's that?
I couldn't hear you.
There'd be no wetland alteration at all. We'd be able to, with the project, it would be so much smaller and be pulled away from the wetland that I think it would be a benefit.
So you keep the 100-foot buffer?
No, we'll be doing work within the 100-foot buffer. We won't be actually altering bordering vegetated wetland, how this application is now. The application that we presented to you at the last meeting, almost the entire project is within the buffer zone.
Right.
We were, if you remember, that retaining wall in the back was actually going to alter a wetland, and we needed to provide wetland
Yes,
implication
I
along
do.
with it. So we'll be able to do away with all of that. So all of the entire project will just be buffer zone activity. Not a large parking area, parking spaces for each, I think it was 5 single-family homes, I think is what the petition was put through as. So we'll see how that goes. So what I would ask the board tonight is to table this hearing until, how many meetings are in September, Danny? Do you know what the meeting schedule is in September? Just so we
We
have a
have
date
one.
certain so abutters would know.
We have one.
The one,
You know what the date of it is?
should be that first, second Monday, because the first is Labor Day.
So the 8th.
The 8th, I believe,
9th. 9th of September.
All right, why don't we shoot for that then? So maybe I will request that we continue to that hearing. That'll give us the ability to get through planning, get through zoning board of appeals, and then at that meeting, we'll either have a new proposal to present to you, or if we get denied through the planning board and zoning board process, then we'll be going forward with the application as we've already submitted to. But I think many of the neighbors are already aware of what we're proposing, that's probably why they're not here this evening, I'm assuming. So I would think if they have to fully understand that some development is going to happen, and the proposal, I think, that we put through, if they actually think about it, they should be pretty happy with it, so. We'll let that marinate for a little while, and they'll be at the planning board meetings to ask any questions that they have on that, and then the zoning board as well. So that's all, I don't need to take up any more of your time.
Sounds good. Can I have a motion to table?
I will send that motion.
To the date certain,
To the date, sir.
9/9.
9/9, thank you. I'll second that.
All right, can I vote? Any noes? Vote passes.
Excellent, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the week.
Can I have a motion to approve the minutes of June 17th?
I'll make that motion. I'll second that motion.
Vote. Passes. Public input? No one here. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
So
Make
moved.
motion adjourned. I'll second the motion.
Second.
Meeting adjourned.
Okay.
All right, have a great summer.
Until your next meeting.